Beneath the vast wilderness and vibrant cities, Idaho hides a collection of forgotten stories whispered through the remains of abandoned places. It's a state known for its potatoes, but there's much more to Idaho than what meets the eye. This is a journey into the silent echoes of Idaho's past, a voyage into the heart of its abandoned places. We'll delve into the stories of 10 such locations, each with its unique narrative and mystique. From ghost towns that once thrived with life to deserted mines that were once the hub of bustling activity, each place holds a piece of Idaho's rich history. We'll explore the reasons behind their abandonment and share some lesser-known facts that will make you see these places in a new light. So buckle up as we take you on a journey through time and space into the forgotten corners of Idaho. Join us as we unearth the secrets of Idaho's abandoned past. Our first stop takes us to Bayhorse, a once bustling mining town, now only a whisper of its vibrant past. Nestled in the rugged landscapes of Idaho, this ghost town was birthed in the late 19th century during the silver boom. Its veins rich with silver, Bayhorse quickly grew, attracting miners and their families eager to reap the rewards of the precious metal. But as the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. Beneath the prosperity, the town was wrestling with the unforgiving nature of mining. As the silver veins began to dry up, so did the town's lifeline. One by one, the miners left, chasing other dreams, leaving Bayhorse to the elements. The once vibrant streets fell silent, the echoes of laughter and life replaced by the chilling whisper of the wind. Today, Bayhorse stands as a silent sentinel, a reminder of the fleeting nature of prosperity. From a deserted town, we move to a place of confinement. The old Idaho Penitentiary. Erected in the late 19th century, this fortress-like structure was home to some of Idaho's most notorious lawbreakers. Over its 101 years of operation, it housed over 13,000 inmates, including the infamous outlaw, Harry Orchard. The penitentiary's harsh environment and brutal conditions led to several inmate uprisings, most notably the riots of 1952 and 71. These rebellions, combined with a growing awareness of the inhumane conditions, spurred public outcry and ultimately led to its closure in 1973. Now, the old Idaho Penitentiary stands as a chilling reminder of a bygone era. Its stone walls, once echoing with the sounds of clanging cell doors and muffled cries, now stand silent. Yet within this silence, one can almost hear the whispers of its storied past. The penitentiary's eerie silence today echoes the countless stories of those who once inhabited its cells. Next, we venture into the abandoned railroad tunnels of Burke, a testament to man's struggle against nature. Born in the late 19th century, Burke was a bustling mining town tucked away in the heart of Idaho's panhandle. The construction of the railroad tunnels was a feat of engineering, carved through solid rock to facilitate the transport of silver and lead ore. These tunnels served as the pulsing veins of Burke, the lifeblood of its economy. But as the 20th century dawned, the veins began to run dry. The mines were depleted and the once booming town started to wane. The railroad, once the town's beating heart, was left to the mercy of time and the elements. Today, the tunnels stand as silent sentinels, echoing remnants of a bygone era, a stark reminder of the relentless march of progress. The tunnels of Burke, now silent, were once the lifeblood of a thriving community. Our journey takes us next to the ghost town of Custer, a place that time seems to have forgotten. Born of the gold rush in the late 1800s, Custer was once a bustling hub, brimming with miners' dreams and the clatter of industry. As gold veins ran dry, so did the town's lifeblood. The once busy streets, filled with the echoes of laughter, commerce, and hard work, grew quiet. The saloon's lively music faded into silence, and the school, once filled with the clamor of learning, stood empty. Custer's demise came not with a bang, but with a whisper as the last residents packed their belongings and left, leaving behind a town that had once thrived. The buildings, once symbols of prosperity, now stand as solemn monuments to a bygone era. Today, the wind whispers through the empty streets, carrying with it the faint echoes of Custer's past. Custer, once a hive of activity, now lies silent, its stories etched in the weathered wood and rusted metal. From Custer, we journey to the abandoned ruins of Silver City, a place where the past and present collide. Nestled in the Owyhee Mountains of Idaho, Silver City was once a bustling hub during the silver rush of the late 19th century. Its streets were lined with saloons, hotels, and of course mines as thousands flocked to the city, lured by the promise of wealth. In its heyday, Silver City boasted over 200 businesses and a population of around 2,500 souls. But as with many boom towns, when the silver ran out, so did its fortunes. The once flourishing city began its slow descent into obscurity. By the early 20th century, the city was all but deserted, its buildings left to crumble and decay. Today, the ghostly remnants of Silver City whisper tales of a time gone by, their silent voices echoing the rise and fall of human ambition. Silver City, a monument to Idaho's mining past, stands as a testament to the impermanence of man's endeavors. Our journey through Idaho's forgotten past brings us to the deserted buildings of De La Mar. This ghost town, nestled in the Ohi County of Idaho, has a story as rich as the ore it once produced. De La Mar, named after its founder, Captain Joseph Raphael de la Mar, was a booming mining town in the late 19th century. The town flourished with a population of 2,000, bustling with saloons, hotels, and a hospital. The mines of De La Mar were full of silver and gold, but extracting them wasn't easy. The high arsenic content of the ore led to health problems among the miners, earning the town the grim nickname of the Widowmaker. By the early 20th century, the ore was depleted, and the town's fortune started to dwindle. People left searching for better opportunities, leaving De La Mar to the elements. De La Mar, once a beacon of prosperity, now stands as a monument to the transience of fortune. From De La Mar, we journey to the deserted streets of Ulysses, a place that echoes with the promise of unfulfilled dreams. Once a bustling town during the gold rush era, Ulysses was a beacon of hope for fortune seekers. The town's rapid rise began in the mid-19th century, propelled by the promise of gold and the dreams of wealth. However, as quickly as it rose, it fell. The gold veins ran dry, and the hope that once filled the streets of Ulysses began to wane. Businesses shuttered, families left, and the once bustling town became a deserted shell of its former self. The people of Ulysses were not just mining for gold, they were mining for dreams. And when those dreams evaporated, so did the town. Today, the empty buildings and silent streets stand as a testament to the fleeting nature of prosperity. Ulysses, a ghost town in the truest sense, is a poignant reminder of the fragility of human ambition. Our penultimate stop takes us to the abandoned mines of Gilmore, a stark reminder of Idaho's mining legacy. Once upon a time, nestled in the Lemhi County, Gilmore was a bustling hub, its veins rich with the glimmer of silver. The town thrived in the early 20th century, its population swelling with miners betting their dreams on the promise of silver. However, like many mining towns, Gilmore had its boom and inevitable bust. The mines started to dry up, and by the mid-20th century, the once prosperous town began to dwindle. The once thriving community, filled with the chatter of miners and the clatter of mining tools, slowly faded into silence. The mines were eventually abandoned, leaving behind a ghost town where echoes of the past still resonate. Gilmore, a town that once pulsed with the promise of silver, now lies silent, a ghostly relic of a bygone era. Our final stop brings us to Pearl, a place where the past seems to linger in every abandoned building. Pearl, a tiny nugget of history nestled in the heart of Idaho, once roared with the clamor of miners and the promise of gold. In the late 19th century, the gold rush fever swept this place off its feet, transforming it into a bustling hub of prospectors and fortune seekers, drawn by the lure of precious yellow metal. Imagine the streets bustling with activity, the air filled with hope and anticipation. But as the saying goes, all that glitters is not gold. Pearl's prosperity was fleeting. The veins of gold that once pulsed beneath the town's surface began to run dry, and the promise of fortune faded into a distant dream. As the 20th century dawned, Pearl's population dwindled, the streets grew quieter, and the town's vibrant heartbeat slowed to a ghostly whisper. And yet, the stories of Pearl's heyday linger, etched into the weathered wood and stone of its abandoned structures. One such tale is of the infamous Gold Bug Mine, the largest and most productive mine in Pearl. It is said that the mine's owner, a man named Jack Hayes, was so obsessed with the mine that he would sleep in it, refusing to leave until he had extracted every last nugget of gold. And then there's the legend of Lady Bluebeard, Lida Southard, a seemingly innocent nurse who allegedly poisoned 4 of her husbands for their life insurance money. Some say she fled to Pearl to escape the law, adding another layer of intrigue to this ghost town's history. These tales of ambition, greed, and survival are woven into the fabric of Pearl, a silent testament to the human spirit's resilience and the transience of time. As we leave the ghostly remains of Pearl, we are reminded that these abandoned places are more than just relics of the past. They are the echoes of Idaho's vibrant history, a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and a reminder of the transience of time.